deal, huh?
Maybe you didn't realize this, but I'm the real girlfriend. Hello? Are you even reading these messages? I know that you don't know me, but the only thing that you really need to know is that he is my man. So if you care at all for your safety, then you better watch out.
Sorry, who is this? You're right. I really have no clue who you are at all.
Well. Look who finally decides to look at their phone. Don't try and play it cool, you ugly cow. I told you that my name is Sarah. I'm his true soulmate.
I'm sorry, but I literally have no idea what any of this is about right now.
Don't you play dumb with me. I know that you know the truth. You can try to fight me if you'd like, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I still do not know who you are, but you are very rude and making all kinds of needless threats right now.
And just why do you think that I should even bother being polite to you? Why didn't you just hand over your man and get lost?
What man? I don't even know a Sarah. What are you even talking about? Hello? Are you there? My name is Jennifer, and I'm a 25-year-old sales rep. I have one older brother who lives by himself in an apartment building nearby. I have a key to his place, and so every now and then I run errands for him, like shopping or a bit of tidying up when he asks me to. It was on one of those days that I started getting some very strange messages from a person named Sarah. She was very rude, and she never bothered to give me any more than her first name. I don't even have a boyfriend, so I was surprised when she started accusing me of stealing hers. But then, as suddenly as she began messaging me, she stopped. But I should have known that that was only the beginning, and that the whole situation would turn into something that I never saw coming.
Hey there, you dirty, cheating homewrecker. How do you feel now that I've sent you to the hospital, huh? Have you learned your lesson?
So that was you? You have a lot of nerve messaging me after what you did.
Well, I warned you, didn't I? I warned you to stay away from my man, but you just wouldn't listen, would you? Did you really think that you'd be able to steal my man with a little bit of homemade cooking? God, that's pathetic. Try harder next time.
Do you even know who I am?
I don't care. I just want you to stay away from my man. Do you hear me?
The fact that you don't know anything is apparent, but I've already gone to the police and filed a report against you. You hit me so much that my face is all swollen and my entire back hurts. I'll have to take time off of work because of you.
Well, do you even have any proof that I was the one who landed you there?
You should just take responsibility for what you did. It will be easier on you that way.
So, you don't have any proof is what you're trying to say. Well, then I suppose that you can't really do anything to hurt me then.
Hey, Jennifer, are you alright? I heard that you were in the hospital. I actually wanted to introduce you to this girl that I've been talking to. I really think that you'll like her.
Wait a second, Chris. You're dating someone new?
What kind of a reaction is that? I thought that you would be more excited. Can you at least meet her before you pass any judgment?
Well, okay, I guess. Actually, yes. I really want to meet her. Please bring her over. I'm still in the hospital, but I would love to meet your new girlfriend.
What happened to you, by the way? Mom said that you got bumped or something.
Oh, I just ran into a little trouble. But you should drop by tomorrow, and don't forget to bring your new girlfriend.
You want us to come tomorrow? Are you sure that it isn't too soon for you? Maybe let's try for this weekend instead. But what kind of trouble did you run into? I'm worried about you.
Oh, I just slipped down the stairs going into the subway. The doctors told me that I would just need a bit of rest, and then I would be as good as new.
What? You fell down some stairs? Oh, sis, you really need to be more careful and watch your step. Okay, we'll see you in a couple of days then.
Chris, do you really think that the person you brought earlier today is your soulmate?
Well, yeah, I do actually. What was wrong with her?
I was just expecting you to bring a girl named Sarah to the hospital, actually.
Oh, you know Sarah? I didn't know that you two had met.
No, I just must have gotten the wrong person. I'm sorry for making you two go out of your way just to visit me in the hospital. Tell your girlfriend that it was lovely meeting her. But just who is this Sarah person?
I'm confused. Why are you asking about Sarah?
Well, I was dropping some things off at your apartment a while back and I bumped into her. I guess I got the impression she was your girlfriend.
Sarah is actually an old girlfriend of mine, but we haven't dated since we were in college, though I guess she does still technically have a key to my place. But I can't believe that you two ran into each other. This is so crazy.
Until how long ago were you two dating?
We were together until around graduation, then things kind of fell apart for us.
Well, it seems to me that she's still going into your apartment. You two haven't started dating again or something like that, have you?
No, not at all. Nothing like that. Sarah is completely out of my life. I only have eyes for one person now, and you met her today. Wait, do you mean that you ran into Sarah in my apartment? As in she was inside? She told me that she was going to get rid of that spare key when we broke up.
Well, it seems that she didn't actually go through with it. She showed up right after I walked in. Then she jumped on me and started attacking me.
Wait, she did that? She attacked you? You mean Sarah was the one who put you in the hospital?
That's right. I didn't actually slip down any stairs. I'm sorry I lied to you about that.
Well, that doesn't matter now.
She texted me before that and was saying horrible things to me. She didn't even apologize, just called an ambulance for me after she left your place.
So that's why you were so looking forward to meeting my new girlfriend today. You wanted to know if it was the same woman that beat you up. I guess that explains why you were making such a weird face at us the whole time. But still, I can't believe that Sarah would do something like that.
So then, you mean it? You and Sarah really aren't seeing each other at all?
We haven't even talked ever since we split up. I thought that she had totally forgotten about me. I even deleted her contact from my phone.
Well, don't you think it might be a good idea to have the locks changed on your door?
Yeah, you're probably right about that. But I just can't believe that she's forcing her way back into my life again.
Why can't I get into Chris's place anymore? All the locks have been changed. Did you say something to him?
Did you really try to break into that place again?
What are you saying? I'm his soulmate. Do you want me to pay you another visit? I'm getting tired of you interfering in my life.
I really think that you are the only one who sees yourself as his soulmate.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that I'm Chris's little sister, and let me be the first to tell you that he is engaged to be married already.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
What is there to not get? I am his little sister, and you are not his girlfriend. These are two basic facts that we should be able to agree on.
You're his little sister? Are you serious?
I am very serious, Sarah, and my brother Chris is engaged to marry his current girlfriend.
No, that can't be. He was supposed to marry me. What is wrong with him?
Please, just stay out of my brother's life. I've already filed a report to the police about you assaulting me as well as about you breaking into Chris's apartment.
But I'm his real girlfriend. This can't be right. Besides, he gave me a spare key. That basically equals permission to go in and out of his place.
I know that you two used to date in college, but you haven't even talked since the two of you graduated. Chris told me things were over between the two of you.
But that isn't true. Why would I have a key if things were really over between us? I have permission to be there. I didn't do anything bad.
Chris said you told him you were going to get rid of the key.
I just was waiting for the right time to tell him.
Just how many times have you broken into my brother's apartment? I think you've been doing it even more than usual lately.
Wait, no, you don't understand.
I understand perfectly well. You lied to him about throwing away your key, and you lied to me about being his girlfriend.
No, I didn't lie. Or at least I didn't mean to.
I really was gonna throw it away, but then I just forgot to is all. It was such a small thing and I just graduated, my life was really busy and I totally forgot about throwing it away until just recently. Here is something that I've been curious about. Just how did you even get my phone number in the first place?
Well, recently I was catching up with a friend from college, and we started to talk about Chris. She started mentioning some girl named Jen over and over again, and I asked if she knew how to contact this person.
So then you got my number off of a mutual friend or something like that? You seem to keep an awful lot of close connections to my brother.
Well, that is because I love him. I always have.
How can you say that when I know that you've taken other men into his room when he wasn't there?
What do you mean?
And this isn't just one other partner. I've seen you come with a few different guys depending on what day it is.
No, this is just one big misunderstanding.
You were just using his apartment as your personal hotel, weren't you? A place where you could bring all your other hookups when you need a place to be alone.
No! It was all an accident. I was desperate. I regret everything now.
Oh, so you forgot that you really loved my brother this whole time until just now? You're lucky that Chris lives in such a dingy little place without even a security system. It's a good thing that Chris installed his own cameras a while ago, though.
Wait, so there were cameras?
That's right. And there is lots of evidence of you and all your little friends going in and out of his apartment. There's even evidence of you attacking me in the kitchen. Thank goodness he thought to install those cameras.
But no, you've got it all wrong.
But you know, I was even more surprised to find out that you're married, Sarah.
What are you talking about?
I mean that Chris got a letter from your husband the other day, demanding to know why you're going to his house all the time.
That can't be. So then, my husband knows?
He mistook all the different men that you were taking into Chris's room for Chris himself. But yes, it sounds like you've finally been caught.
But how did he find out? I can't believe this is happening to me. He never told me anything.
Well, we used the return address from the letter your husband sent to find him and explain what was happening. Apparently, he sent a lot of those letters out. He knows all about the different schemes you have going.
This can't be happening.
Oh, but it really is, Sarah. I suppose that he'll probably be filing for divorce here pretty soon. Oh, and one more thing. I know that I've mentioned this already, but the police are now completely aware of who you are and what you've done.
Wait, no, please. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really thought that you were Chris's girlfriend. I'm so sorry for hitting you. I had no idea that you were really his sister.
It's way too late for any of that now.
Just please don't involve the cops. Anything but them.
Why should I waste my time doing anything that you tell me to do?
But if I get arrested and have to pay for what I did, then I'll be in serious trouble. Besides, nobody got seriously injured, right? We're all basically healthy, right?
That isn't the point. You've been overstepping your bounds for far too long. I won't let you get away with this. You have something big headed your way.
Something big? What do you mean by that? What is it?
I guess you'll just have to wait and see for yourself, won't you? Anyways, if you need to contact me, talk to my lawyer instead. I'm blocking you after this. I never want to see you ever again.
Wait, no, seriously. What is coming my way? What's gonna happen? Please, if you know something, you have to tell me. I have a right to know. Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't ignore me.
On that day, Sarah was both arrested and served with divorce papers. It was all over in one fell swoop. She thought that no one would ever catch her, and now she is paying for her crimes. Now she's working hard every day in order to pay off the various legal fees and money she owes. I'm cheering her on from here. It isn't long until my brother gets married, and I'm really happy for him and his girlfriend. They seem to make each other really happy, and in the end, that is all I care about. I'm really looking forward to going to their wedding. This whole event taught me the importance of having security measures in place around the house. If it weren't for those cameras, then I'm not sure we would have had that strong of a case against Sarah. Also, recently I've started dating one of my brother's friends. It was actually the one who gave out my number to Sarah. She apologized profusely for handing out my number and said that she had no idea the type of person that Sarah really was. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Here's to a lifetime of happiness and joy. I can't believe that you and I have made it this far, Cindy. I mean, look, I'm not trying to say that I doubted it or anything, but it's just amazing. For us to actually go as far as marriage and to have such a romantic time with each other yesterday, it almost feels like a dream. You and I are married, right? I wasn't just dreaming, was I?
Nope. We have well and truly tied the knot. You and I are bound forever now. I took a big risk in getting married to you, Matthew. So you better do your best to protect me.
Of course, I'm a good person. You know I've always taken my relationships very seriously. I want to know that the person I'm with feels safe and secure. I'll give you whatever you want to. It's part of the reason why I've got this massive amount of wealth.
And you know what? That's also another reason why I absolutely love you. Not because of your money or anything, but just because of your personality and how much you care for me. It's a really good quality, Matthew. That's the thing that drew me to you the most.
Appreciation makes me drawn to you, Cindy. I'm very happy to do this type of thing for a person that I love and someone that loves me back.
Anyway, now that we have all the boring, sappy stuff out of the way, can I ask you something?
Boring?
There was this really cold and mysterious guy at the wedding yesterday. He had this weird, attractive aura to him. It looked like you were very close with him. You were talking to him for most of the night. What's his name?
Are you talking about Bruce? Yeah, he's one of my closest friends. The way you're describing him now sounds just about right. I often get those comments about him, even though he's such a softie on the inside.
Is he really? What a cool guy.
Hey, come on. You're a married woman now. I want you to be on your best behavior, Cindy. You're committed to me now.
Oh my God. Look, no, I would never do that. I'm a really good girl. I have values, you know. I would never cheat on my husband.
Are you sure about that? You are a very good-looking woman. I wouldn't be surprised if there were guys trying to get into your inbox on an hourly basis.
Okay, I mean, yeah. I can't really help that, can I? I mean, attention is attention. Even if I don't want it, I get it. But you know what? Those days are behind me. I'm not going to do that anymore, especially when I've got someone as amazing as you. I'm never going to risk something like that.
Okay, I'm convinced. But if that's the case, why are you so interested in Bruce? It's a little bit unusual.
Okay, well, the thing is, one of my friends was really interested in him. She's looking for someone to date recently, and she asked me about Bruce. So I wonder, is he single at the moment?
Well, as far as I know, he's available. He's also looking for a girlfriend too.
Is he actually? Wow, he must be looking for someone spectacular. I can imagine a lot of girls approaching him on a regular basis. Well, if that's the case, can you give me his contact information? I can take it from there.
Sure, I mean, let me have a chat with him first, though. Look at you go, man. Marriage, huh? How is it? How was the first day? Are you excited for a lifetime of misery? Oh, come on, Bruce. You told me the same thing yesterday. Try to have an optimistic outlook on my marriage, okay? Yeah. Look, I've already seen this story way too many times, but I'm hoping for the best for you. You're a really good guy, Matthew. I'd hate for something bad to happen, like your wife cheating on you or something. Well, like you said, I'm a really good guy, and I believe that if I'm a good guy, that type of thing is not gonna happen. Anyway, I've got something to talk to you about. Oh yeah? Oh, what's going on? Well, it seems like you were drawing a lot of attention to yourself at the wedding yesterday. I was? Yeah, or at least you drew the attention of someone, and they're very interested in you. One of Cindy's friends seems to really like you. Holy cow, really? One of Cindy's friends? That is crazy, man. Take a look at Cindy. She's an absolute stunner. She would only hang around with stunners herself, right? You would assume so, wouldn't you? So anyway, what do you think? Do you want to meet her? Hell yeah, I want to meet her. If I could meet a decent woman for once in my life, that'd be great. Especially if she's as attractive as Cindy. Hey man, can we have a chat? Sure, what's going on? Well, it's about me meeting that friend of Cindy's. Okay, did things go well? Yeah, I'm just really confused. In fact, I wasn't expecting something like this to happen at all. What's going on? Well, the thing is, I arranged a time and place with Cindy to meet this person. She told me to look my best and everything. She didn't want me to disappoint her friend. I took her advice to heart and wore my best outfit. I'm telling you right now, I looked sharp. The drip was on point. Yeah, talk yourself up. So anyway, I get to the location and I'm waiting around for a bit. It finally hits the time and Cindy starts walking up. She wasn't with her friend though. Okay, so I'm assuming her friend came a little bit later or something? Actually, no, her friend didn't come at all. What do you mean? Well, Cindy said that she just wanted to have a talk with me and do some kind of weird interview process before she actually introduced me. I thought it was super strange. But then what happened after that was even worse. Wait, what do you mean worse? Well, look man, I don't really know how to say this, but your wife was giving me some really questionable behavior. Oh, I don't like the sound of this. What do you mean by questionable? Well, I think she has her eyes set on me. When she said there was someone interested in me at that wedding, I'm pretty sure she was talking about herself. What did you just say? Yeah, she was extremely flirty, continually complimenting me on things, and then she even tried to invite me back to her hotel. Oh my god, you piece of crap! You actually slept with my wife? You're meant to be my friend. There are plenty of people out there. Why didn't you go for them? No, man, no, just listen to me. I didn't do that at all. Think about it, if I did, would I be messaging you like this? Well, you have a point about that. So, this is actually true, isn't it? She's actually been doing this only a couple of days after we got married? I'm afraid so, man. What are you gonna do about this? Well, I'm gonna have to confront her, aren't I? I can't believe this. Why would this happen? Well, I have to say, man, she's a beautiful woman. I kind of expected it to happen at some point, but then again, I didn't think she would actually go for me. You'd think she'd be a bit smarter than that. Hey, Cindy, you and I need to have a talk.
Oh my god, we already talked about that, didn't we? I get it. Fine. My cooking sucks. I need to get better. I'll work on it. Jeez, don't put so much on my plate. I just got married, didn't I? I really want to enjoy this while I can.
What do you mean, while you can?
Well, you know, it's a marriage after all. Things turn bad at some point. This is the honeymoon period. It's where we're absolutely obsessed with each other. So let me really take that in.
Oh, really? Is that what you're gonna tell me, Cindy? Are you really gonna say that you and I are obsessed with each other?
Well, yeah, baby, we are. You're my rock. You're my everything. My world revolves around you.
What a bunch of crap. You really expected me to believe all of that, Cindy? You don't think I might know what you've been up to?
What do you mean?
I know what's been going on with you and Bruce. I can't believe that you would be so stupid to actually go after my friend. You didn't think he'd tell me about that.
What do you mean? Nothing's going on between us. I'm so confused. I told you that I was going to introduce him to one of my friends, right?
That's not how it is at all. You wanted to get him all to yourself.
What a bunch of crap. I can't believe I'm putting up with this right now. Are you seriously going to accuse me of this? You don't even have proof that any of this is happening.
Are you serious right now? I've already got his testimony. Do I need anything more than that?
Yeah, you do. He's probably lying. He's just trying to put poison in your head so that he can break up this marriage. Don't you see that? Are you really that blind, Matthew? I honestly thought you were smarter than that.
Enough with this crap. I can't believe that I'm listening to this. What do you have to say about this then? I have a conversation between you and Bruce right here.
Bruce, where are you? It really hurts me when you ignore me like this. I know nothing serious is going on between us, but I'm really attached to you, you know? I feel like you and I are soulmates or something. I feel really bad about what happened the other day. We had such a good time together, and we didn't even get to spend the night together. I tried to plan everything out. I told Matthew that I was going to stay at my friend's house after I introduced you to my friend. It was all going perfectly, but I guess you had other things to do. That's a shame. But I'm sure sometime in the future we'll get a chance to be alone together and really explore each other. I can't believe where my life has ended up. I mean, I was happy being with Matthew. I thought he was going to be the best person for me. But then I laid eyes on you. I had no idea he had that type of person in his company. I spent every night imagining how much better my life would be if I were in your arms instead of his. You know, I told you the other day that him and I have had issues in the bedroom ever since we got married. It's pretty early, isn't it? That stuff never happens this early. The only reason that's happening is because I've been rejecting his advances. It's not because we have issues or anything. Well, there is an issue, actually. I don't truly love him. I truly love you. I want you, Bruce. I want you to message me. Please come ravish me. I'm waiting for your touch. I'm waiting for your lips. I'll always accommodate you, handsome.
So, with that out of the way, I have something that I want to confirm with you.
Oh my God, what is this? Did you actually put us into a group chat? That's the stupidest thing you could do. Why would you do this?
Just shut up, Cindy. I want Bruce to confirm this in front of me. So, Bruce, did Cindy refer to me as an ATM when you guys met me? Yeah, she did. Unbelievable. So that's always been your stance in terms of our marriage, huh? You saw all the money I had, and that was the biggest attraction point for you? I can't believe you, Cindy. This is despicable. What do you have to say for yourself?
I mean, come on. Am I meant to just control how I feel? I'm attracted to Bruce. He's the one I want to be with. That's just the way it is. It's how I naturally feel. So, what do you say, Bruce? I know that Matthew is your friend and everything, but do you really want to give up an opportunity like this? I know you're attracted to me. I'm pretty hot, right? You don't come across a girl like me every day.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I do, Cindy. I come across women like you all the time. I may look the way I do and have this cold attitude, but when it comes to marriage and that type of thing, I take it very seriously. And the type of woman that would actually cheat on her husband is the lowest of low. That's someone that I can never respect. So basically, what I'm trying to say right now is that you're worse than trash to me. You are absolutely repulsive.
Oh my God, Bruce! How could you say something like that to me? After I told you everything, you know how much I feel about you. Why would you hurt me this way?
It's just what you need to hear. You need to wake up to yourself at some point. You know what? I'm not really sure what Matthew's gonna do from this point on, but I'm hoping that he does the right thing. He better get rid of you if he knows what's good for him.
Hey, Matthew. Babe, I know how things are lately. I know it's a very stressful situation. We've hit a really big road bump, and we've hit it at the very start of our marriage. We can't try and downplay this, but we have to accept it. Something huge has happened. But you know what? I don't think that really matters. At the end of the day, that road bump was going to come at some point or another. Maybe you were going to be the one that caused it. Maybe it was me. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that these things happen, and we shouldn't take them too seriously. We don't want to make a decision based on emotion. This has only recently happened, and I think it's best if we both think about it. So, what do you say? Are you ready to bear through this one together with me?
Get out of here, Cindy. I know what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to salvage whatever you can from me. We already spoke with our parents yesterday. We're getting this divorce. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh my God, but why? You know what situation I'm in, don't you? You know that I quit my job.
I do know that, and I was perfectly happy with you doing something like that if we were married and you cared about me. But that's not the case, is it? The fact of the matter is that you saw an opportunity to take advantage of my money. You were going to live stress-free and continue indulging in your selfish needs. Well, I'm sorry, that is not the type of person that I want to support with my money.
Okay, but what am I going to do now? Are you actually going to make me pay for the wedding fees? You paid for all of that. Why should I be the one to do it?
Because that's what we arranged with your parents. They agree that you're in the wrong here, and that's just the way it's going to be. Now, if you want any hope of being able to pay me back, you better get yourself back into those hospitality positions. Even without you paying me back that money, I can live my life freely. But I don't like being disrespected this way. I demand that money back. Unfortunately for Cindy, she didn't take my advice after that. I highly recommended that she get herself into work. That was the only way that she could truly pay me back. Instead, she tried to go the marriage route. She tried to impress a bunch of rich individuals so that she could take a stab at their fortunes and use that money to pay me back. Unfortunately for her, I'm quite well connected. I know a lot of the wealthy people in the area, and I've already told them her story. The moment they found out her name, they didn't so much as look at her after that. Eventually, she had to settle for a lesser option. She found someone who was very enthusiastic about the stock market and showed off a couple of his successes. The fact of the matter is that the successes he showed were only 5% of his experience on the stock exchange. He's constantly losing money and trying to get it back again. Because Cindy was already married to him, not only did she have to pay me back, but she also had to cover his losses. She's now constantly working 24/7 to do just that. As for me, I've got to be honest, it was quite painful having something like this happen in my life. I was very keen on Cindy, and I thought that she felt the same way about me. But because of this, it's shone some light on the situation. I can use my friend Bruce as a test for red flags. If a girl starts to chase after him, then maybe she's not for me. I have filtered out a lot of girls with this method. I know that one day there is going to be a girl who doesn't so much as bat an eye at Bruce. When that day comes, I'm going to marry that woman.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Hey, why did you hit my son? That's not how we handle things in my family.
Because he was being naughty. I'm just disciplining him like a good aunt should.
You should be thanking me for showing him the difference between right and wrong.
Hal is 4 years old. You can just scold him and he'll get the message. There's no need to hit him. What did he do anyway? There's nothing that he could have done to deserve being slapped.
He knocked over his glass of orange juice. That's what.
What? That's all? You slapped him over a glass of spilled orange juice?
Hey, it got all over my brand new outfit, so I have good reason to be upset. He needs to learn to be respectful and careful around us adults.
You know, we had to take him to the emergency room because of what you did to him. When you smacked him, you hit him so hard that he banged his head on the wall and now he has a lump there.
Oh, come on now. You're exaggerating a bit, aren't you? I didn't hit him that hard.
Hey, you don't have kids yet, so you couldn't possibly understand what this is like. What this feels like. Seeing your child bandaged up with an injured head and lying on a bed in the emergency room is something that you don't ever want to experience. Believe me. It's every parent's nightmare.
Well, that's what they do in an emergency room. Treat people with injuries. So you took him to the right place.
Where are you now? We need to talk face to face.
I left the house because I was pretty sure that you'd be angry about all this. It looks like I was right.
Jeannie, you have physically abused and injured my son, and I will be reporting it to the police. I just want to let you know that.
You're going to report your own sister to the police? You're kidding, right? It's not like I beat him up or something.
I talked to Hal, and he told me that this wasn't the first time that you've done this to him. He says you've done it a few times before, too.
Why, that little brat. He's telling stories.
What on earth are you thinking? Doing that to a little kid and then forbidding him from mentioning it to anyone. That's child abuse, you know.
He's gotten a little big for his britches. That's the problem. Someone needs to teach him some respect and manners. And I'd appreciate it if you stop blaming me for your own failings as a parent. Thank you very much.
Excuse me? What are you even talking about?
That's right. I have no doubt that you being a single mother is the reason why Hal has turned into such a little brat. He needs a father around or someone else to train him.
You're blaming me for that? You know as well as I do that I had nothing to do with becoming single. My husband died. It wasn't like I had a choice in the matter. It's not as if I just decided to divorce him or something. I'm a widow.
Yeah. Don't remind me. I'm already annoyed enough by you squatting here with us like you're homeless or something. You and your brat have worn out your welcome, you know.
Hey, it's not like this is your house or anything, Jeannie. It's Mom and Dad's house. Plus, I'm putting $700 a month in for living expenses here, and Mom and Dad aren't losing any money because of Hal and me staying here. You're not paying anything. You don't pay rent. You don't pay for any utilities. You don't even contribute to the food budget, and Mom cooks for you and feeds you every day.
Why should I pay anything? This is my house that I grew up in. It's my home and I'm their baby. Are you nuts? Me paying them anything is completely out of the question.
You are really beyond help, Jeannie. Just come back here right now because I'm calling the police and they're going to want to talk to you.
You're nuts. Why would you do that? You're completely overreacting to this.
Because you committed a crime against my son. That's why. And no, I'm not overreacting at all.
Hey, all I did was discipline my nephew. It's nothing that doesn't happen all over the world every day.
Fine. You can tell that to the police. They'll be wanting to hear your side of the story, I'm sure.
No thanks. The police make me sick. Keep those pigs away from me.
Grow up and start acting like an adult already. You're not in high school hanging out with the bad boys anymore. You're 29 years old and you're still sponging off our parents. It's pretty pathetic, to be honest. I don't know how you look at yourself in the mirror, to be honest.
Oh, really? Well, you're the last person that I want to be lectured by about that. I mean, you're even older than me, and yet here you are, back at home and with your brat son in tow, no less.
Look, if you don't come back here right now and talk to the police, they're going to go looking for you, you know. That's what they do.
Anyway, I'm sick of getting lectured all the time by everyone at home. This is a perfect reason for me to leave. I've been thinking about doing that anyway. I've had enough of all this. None of you respect or understand me.
So you're going to run away? You want to be a fugitive from the law and be estranged from your family?
Which direction should I go? North, south, east, or west? The world is my oyster. I feel like a change of scene is just what I need. Then I can find happiness. Yeah, that's the ticket.
And how is a mooch like you ever going to afford to pick up and move to a totally new place? Where is that money going to come from?
Oh, I found Dad's secret cash stash and I grabbed it. That'll last me a while. He didn't hide it very well.
So now you're adding theft to your list of offenses. You're a real piece of work.
Huh? Oh, come on. You know as well as I do that there are no crimes among family. It's all good.
This will break Dad's heart, you know. How much of his hard-earned money did you take from him?
I think there's about 10 grand here, probably. I knew he had some socked away somewhere, but I didn't think it was this much.
Give it back to him right now. He worked hard for that money.
What? You're acting like this is your money. It's not, you know. It's my money now. Finders keepers. Anyway, sooner or later, I'm going to get his money as inheritance, right? I mean, that goes without saying, right? I'm just thinking of this as an early withdrawal. It's not unreasonable.
Wow. You really have no moral compass at all, do you? Do you actually believe what you're saying?
Ugh. Enough with the morality lectures already. I get it. I'm a bad person and you're the best daughter, blah, blah, blah. I'm about to go and live my life the way I want to, on my terms. So you can just go and preach to someone who cares, okay?
Fine. You and I are done. I'm washing my hands of you, and I hope Mom and Dad do the same thing. My name is Alice. I'm 35 years old. My husband, Brandon, passed away suddenly about a year ago. Since then, my son Hal and I have been staying with my parents, who graciously decided to take us in, with the understanding that I would contribute to the household budget and that it wouldn't be a permanent situation. It was just starting to seem like Hal was doing better dealing with the loss of his father when my sister Jeannie started physically abusing him, causing him yet more trauma. I had no choice but to confront her and report her for what she had done. Jeannie completely disappeared shortly after that conversation. Calling her cell phone was no use because her number had been disconnected. The police weren't much help in looking for her either. My parents were worried about her, but they eventually decided to just let it be. After all, Jeannie was an adult and she would be able to take care of herself. 5 years passed with barely a word from her or about her, but then, one day, I got a text message from a number that I didn't recognize. Lo and behold, it was a message from Jeannie.
Hey, stranger. Long time no talk. How are you?
Jeannie? Where on earth have you been and what have you been doing? We've all been wondering what happened to you.
Well, where should I start? I moved out to the countryside and got married, for starters. Then I got pregnant, found out my husband was cheating on me, and divorced him. I guess that about sums it up.
Wait, you have a child now?
Yep. Well, not quite yet, actually. I'm about 6 months along right now. So you need to get me and the baby a nice gift.
Huh? Is that all you have to say after all this time? You just want a present for being pregnant? Isn't there anything else?
What do you mean? I don't get it.
I'm talking about what happened 5 years ago. You disappeared right after that and you've been hiding out ever since. What? You're still holding a grudge about that little misunderstanding? Of course I am. You seriously harmed my son and you never even apologized for it, much less made amends.
Oh, come on. You must be over that by now.
All I did was smack him around a little. What are you even thinking? Hal is still traumatized by what you did to him. He's been in several kinds of therapy for 5 years now because of you, you know.
Wow. Really? That seems a little excessive, don't you think?
Excessive? No, not in the least. He has what's known as traumatic epilepsy, and the cause of it is what you did to him. He sometimes actually goes into convulsions.
But he's still alive and kicking, right? That's good at least. You know what they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
How can you be so dismissive about this? I can't even begin to understand what's going on in that head of yours.
Look, I'll take care of him. How about that? I'll be his caregiver and nursemaid. What do you think? That would work out great since I'm going to be home again soon. It's like the stars just aligned or something.
Wait, what? You're coming back here? Is that what you said? Why are you suddenly doing this?
Yes, you heard me right. And it's because I've decided to have my baby back home in the house where you and I were both born. Isn't that great? It'll be awesome.
Huh? I can't even.
And, well, since I'm going back home to stay for a while, I guess you could call it homecoming.
You used to ridicule me and call me a parasite for doing exactly the same thing after Brandon died, and now you do this?
Did I really? Well, whatever. Forget about that. Times have changed and I'm pregnant, so I'm going to need your help, Alice. You have child-rearing experience, and I'm going to need a lot of advice from you.
I still haven't forgiven you for what you've done, Jeannie. I don't know if I ever will. I don't think I want to be of any advice or assistance to someone who feels no guilt for what they've done and who has no desire to make amends for it.
Good Lord, that's cold. Why can't you just let it go and move on? You're about to have a brand new niece or nephew. Aren't you excited about that?
If you were a good sister, I'd be a lot more excited about it. But, sadly, that's not the case. And I question your fitness to raise a child, to be honest.
Wow, that hurts. You really know how to make me mad, sis. Just for that, I'm going to have to make sure that you and Hal are out on your ears as soon as possible.
Excuse me?
How long are you planning to squat there at Mom and Dad's place anyway? Once I come back, that situation is over. Mark my words. I'll get the two of you out of there if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, really? Go ahead and do your worst then.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm pregnant.
Like I said, go ahead and do your worst. You're clearly just as dumb as you've always been, so I'm not worried.
I'll make sure that you regret this. Where the heck are Mom and Dad? They don't answer my calls or texts. And when I call the landline at the house, it says that it's been disconnected. What's going on? I thought they'd be here to pick me up when my flight landed.
And where are you trying to go exactly?
Duh! I'm going home!
Home? There is no home anymore, Jeannie.
Oh, don't try to fool me with some elaborate lie.
If you're talking about Mom and Dad's place, it's long gone. There's nothing there anymore but the foundations.
What are you talking about?
All there is an empty lot in the place where that house used to be.
Huh? Why? What happened? Was there a fire?
When Hal had to go to the hospital 5 years ago and was diagnosed with his traumatic epilepsy, Dad was really, really mad at you. Just like I was.
So he was mad. So what? What does that have to do with the house being gone?
Well, Dad knew that you'd come back here someday, acting like nothing had ever happened between you and me and Hal. So he decided that, when that day came, he'd make sure that you had no place to come back to. It's his way of teaching you a lesson and showing you the error of your ways.
You're telling me that he destroyed the house just to teach me a lesson? I'm his daughter!
Well, it seems like he doesn't really feel that way about you anymore, Jeannie.
That's just unbelievable! I'm heavily pregnant and suddenly I have nowhere to go when I come back to give birth in my hometown?
I'm sorry, but I don't know what to tell you.
Fine. Where are they living now? Tell me that at least.
Oh, they bought a new condo, and that's where they've been living for a while now.
What, just the two of them?
Yep, I got married 2 years ago, so I'm not living with them anymore.
You got married again? To who?
I married the doctor who's been treating Hal.
Ooh, a doctor! That's so cool. I bet he's loaded and you guys are set up really well now, huh?
What? Why do you ask?
I ask because I need to rent an apartment now and I need money. Lend me a little, will you?
Sorry, but I don't have any money to lend to strangers.
Strangers? Come on! I'm your one and only sibling!
Anyway, you don't need to rent an apartment.
Of course I do. I need somewhere to live.
You very well might be going to jail, so you won't have to worry about having a roof over your head or where your next meal is coming from. You'll have 3 hots and a cot.
Why would I go to jail?
You committed a crime when you abused my son.
But he's fine now, isn't he?
I told you already, didn't I? He's still suffering because of what you did to him. That's why he's still being treated. And even if he weren't still suffering and he was fine, I still wouldn't forgive you for what you did to him.
But why?
Why? Because I still get so angry that I could spit just thinking about how my Hal had to go to the hospital because his mentally unstable aunt was abusing him. He did nothing wrong at all to deserve what you did to him.
Oh my god. Give it a rest already.
Fine. Consider it rested. I'll just say goodbye to you now.
Wait! Are you, Mom and Dad, really all disowning me?
Yes. None of us want anything to do with you anymore.
You're really willing to do that to me when I'm pregnant and I've been kicked out of the house by my cheating husband? Isn't that just a little bit too cruel? Both to me and to my baby?
You know, your husband told me a really different story than what you're telling me, Jeannie.
Huh? Why would you be talking to my husband?
About 6 months ago, I got a call from a number that I didn't recognize. When I answered the phone, it was your husband, Harvey.
That's sneak! He must have looked at my phone while I wasn't paying attention.
He told me that you didn't want him contacting us, but that he wanted to at least introduce himself and let us know that he would be taking care of you. He seemed very sincere and honest to me. I was surprised that you managed to find such a nice guy, to be honest.
He had no right.
But then, when you told me that you were coming home again to have your baby and all that, I talked to him again. This time, it was me who reached out to him. I thought that, if you two were really getting divorced, I should at least wish him well and thank him for being so polite and friendly to me before. But then a funny thing happened. He told me that it wasn't him who cheated. It was you. And not only that, but also that the baby you're carrying isn't his, it's someone else's. What a shock.
The baby is Harvey's. He just won't believe me when I tell him that.
You guys did a DNA test, didn't you?
Meh. You can't trust all that scientific stuff.
Well, we can definitely trust it more than we trust you.
He keeps talking about paternity suits and settlements and all that kind of stuff. So I took off because I don't want to deal with any of that. How was I supposed to know that you've been in touch with him?
He even went and bought a nice new condominium for his family and everything. And it was all for nothing. He was actually crying when I was talking to him on the phone.
I thought I'd found a great financial supporter, but he turned out to be a little too sharp and he caught on to me.
Did you think that you were going to get away with playing with his feelings and taking advantage of him like that?
Well, I didn't get away with it, did I? That's why I'm here now. You have to give me shelter, sis.
No, I don't think so. From here on out, I have a policy of non-involvement with you and your life.
Don't be such a grudge holder, sis. Let's make up and be friends.
Making up is for people who have some kind of relationship with each other. You and I have no relationship to each other anymore.
That's so cruel.
First off, you need to return the money that you stole from Dad.
But I can't do that because I don't have it.
If you don't do that, we are never speaking again. I promise you that. I'm texting with you now out of the goodness of my heart because I'm a kind person. But I have no problem blocking you forever right now if you don't cooperate.
Please, lawsuits, childbirth. I'm being hit with too many things all at once and I can't keep them all straight.
Just handle them one at a time. Every one of them is your doing, so... You're over 30 years old now. Get your act together.
No, this isn't right. I plan to spend a relaxing time at home with Mom and Dad before and after the delivery.
There's no relaxing when you have a baby or when you raise a child, Jeannie. Don't be foolish.
If I knew everything was going to play out like this, I never would have gotten pregnant.
Please, Jeannie. Please love that child and be a good mother to it. That's the last thing I'll ask of you, as your sister.
Alice, don't just leave me like this.
Start with loving and taking care of your own baby, Jeannie. Then that child will love you too. Do that and someday you'll understand the true meaning of family. And who knows? When that day comes, maybe the situation with the rest of your family will be different. That's all that I can say about this right now.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that all means.
You'll understand someday, I hope. Until then, hang in there with the pregnancy and the delivery. It's going to be really painful, I'll tell you that up front.
Please don't leave me.
Shortly after that, with nowhere to go and nobody to turn to, Jeannie sought shelter at the local police station, where she was booked and charged. The judge at her trial found her guilty and she received a suspended sentence with 5 years probation. 4 months after giving birth, Jeannie started to get help from the state with raising her child and she was able to start working. She owes her former husband money from their divorce settlement in addition to the money she still has to pay back to our father and the money she needs to raise her child. So she will be living a very frugal life and working long hours for a long, long time. She has undoubtedly learned some very hard lessons from all this. Becoming a parent changes one's perspective, and it's safe to say that Jeannie is making attempts, in her own way, to reconcile with her family in order to give her baby a good life. For my part, I'll never forgive her for what she did to my Hal. But I do think that I should at least recognize the effort that she's making. And speaking of Hal, his epilepsy has improved by leaps and bounds due to the treatment that he's received. Either that or it's because he recently got the gift of a little sister. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button and follow our channel. See you next time!
Well, would you look at that? Our little superstar. That was excellent work that you did today, Millie. I'm really proud of you. I mean, seriously, you really knocked it out of the park in that business negotiation. Did you see the way everyone was looking at you? They knew you had control of the situation. And you know what? To add icing onto the cake, it looked like the company president we're doing business with was really impressed as well. You could see a little dazzle in his eyes, and that's saying something. That guy's known to be a real stick in the mud. Nobody gets on his good side. When I say nobody, I mean it. But I knew if there was one person who could do it, it would be you. And look at you go. You managed to exceed my expectations.
Hey, Daniel. Thanks. I'm still getting over the ecstasy of the event. It's like you said, the company president is really hard to impress. And I think I had his attention the whole time. You and I put so much work into preparing for this business deal. I thought for sure that even with this amount of preparation, we'd slip up at some point. But I gotta be honest, I might be a little bit cocky in saying this, but I think it went perfectly.
What do you mean? Are you seriously saying that you doubted whether this was gonna go well? Oh, come on. This is you that we're talking about. You've never disappointed me, Millie, not once. I had every faith that things were gonna go well today.
Do you really mean that?
Of course I do. I mean, let's think about it. You're 26 now, right? You've been working at this company for a decent 5 years.
Wow, you actually remember that? I thought you being the head of our department, you would have other things on your mind. I wouldn't think that you would remember something as insignificant as that.
Hey, a good head of department knows all of his employees. I want to make sure that I understand every single one of you so that we have a smooth operation. Besides, you're my superstar. You're the strongest link in our chain, the biggest cog in our machine. I'd have to be an idiot not to remember.
Thanks, Daniel. I really appreciate when you say things like that. It gives me a lot more confidence in the work that I do.
Of course, and you know what I'm expecting? Plenty of days just like the one we had today. I'm expecting you to knock it out of the ballpark every single time. You really have a lot of potential, you know? I've been working here for a long time. I've seen many faces come and go, and well, if I ever see your face leave, then to say it wouldn't affect me would be an understatement. You mean a lot to me, Millie, more than you could ever understand.
Wow, that's really powerful, Daniel. Thank you for saying something like that.
Anyway, look at me getting all sappy and everything. This is a joyous moment. We shouldn't be down and getting emotional about this. Let's say you and I celebrate this.
Celebrate?
Yeah.
Come on, Daniel, there's no need to go out of your way.
No, but I'm serious. Surely you want to let off some steam after that presentation we did for this. How about you and I go out for dinner tomorrow?
Well, I can't really do tomorrow. I'm really busy, but I'm definitely free this weekend.
Then the weekend it is. I want you to be dressed to impress, Millie. It's gonna be a hell of a night.
Hey, Daniel. Thank you so much for the amazing evening we had tonight. I wasn't expecting you to take me to such a fancy place. I thought it was just going to be a simple celebration, but you actually took me to one of the best restaurants in town. I can really understand why you wanted me to dress well. I hope I wasn't too far off the mark.
Who are you kidding? You were beautiful, Millie. That's exactly the way that I wanted you to be dressed. I was imagining it the whole week.
Are you serious?
Yep, the dress, the necklace, everything. Who would have thought that the exact way I pictured you would be the way that you turned up?
Well, it's quite the coincidence, isn't it? Is everything okay with you? You seemed really worried. I couldn't help but notice a change in your mood when you got that phone call and we had to leave.
Yeah, look, I'm really sorry about that, Millie. I really didn't want something like that to happen on our night.
Do you mind if I ask what happened? I've never really seen you sad about anything, Daniel.
Look, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I'm just gonna come out with it anyway. The fact is, I'm having some issues with my wife at home.
Oh, wow, you're married?
I sure am. Are you sad about that?
I mean, no, I think marriage is a great thing. But it sounds like you're not having the best of times.
I'm honestly not. I was a younger guy when I got married. I thought I was making the right decision. I thought she was a decent person. We even have a child together. I love my child to bits, but I can't stand having to put up with her.
Is she really that bad? What does your wife do?
Well, for starters, she gets suspicious whenever I'm out late. That's what the phone call was about. I mean, I told her it's just a dinner with a business colleague. There's no reason for her to get all suspicious about it. And you know what? I don't know why she feels like she's in a position to tell me what to do. I mean, I'm the one earning money for this family, right? I'm the one who worked hard to be in the position I'm in now. She gets to use my money every weekend. Did you know she spends about $3,000 just on one shopping outing?
Are you serious? She spends that much?
I wish I was joking, but she truly does. She's the bane of my existence. She's nothing like you, Millie. She's not someone I can actually enjoy being around.
Daniel.
Anyway, look, I shouldn't be laying all of this on you. It's totally ruining the evening, right? You want to rejoice in the success that we've had recently.
No, look, it's fine. I understand if you're feeling the way you are. I hope things work out, though. You're a good person, Daniel. You're a fantastic leader. If things are really bad at home, then I truly wish that they get better for you.
Hey, Millie, what a crazy time we're having at work. We're really up to our necks in things to do, aren't we? What do you say you and I blow off some steam? We should do something like we did for your celebration. Just go out, have a drink, laugh, talk about things, and get to know each other. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely in the mood for something fancy. I can pick you up tonight if you're interested.
Hey, Daniel. Look, that sounds like an amazing idea. I'd love to go out for another dinner. Unfortunately, I don't have the money for that type of thing.
Oh, come on. Do you really think I'm going to make you pay for something like that? This is on me. I want to go out there and have a really good time with you. So, how long is it going to take for you to get ready? I know how you girls are. My wife used to spend 2 hours in her room just putting on her makeup.
Daniel, I've got some plans tonight, unfortunately. I can't go out to dinner with you. Maybe another time.
Oh, really? Well, that's a shame. I guess I have to eat this ribeye steak all by myself, huh? So, what are these plans of yours anyway? It wouldn't be a boy, would it?
Well, actually, it is a boy. It's my boyfriend.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Boyfriend? You have a boyfriend?
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
I mean, you never really told me, so there's no way that I could know, could I?
Yeah, that's true. I also didn't really feel the need to mention it out of nowhere. You never really asked me if I had one either.
Right. A boyfriend, huh? Wow. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, this is you we're talking about, right? It's Millie. Of course she's gonna have a boyfriend. You'd have to be crazy to come across a girl like that and not get into a relationship with her. If I was a younger man again, I'd be snatching you up in an instant.
As always, there you go with the compliments. You really know how to make me feel special, don't you? Anyway, I really have to go. Him and I have a date tonight. He says it's something special. Something amazing. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, okay then, well, you go on and enjoy that date. I'll just sit here wallowing in my sadness, I guess. Hey, Millie. I'm sorry I haven't been talking to you these past couple of days. I've been experiencing a lot of trouble at home. You wouldn't believe my wife. Can you believe that she actually spent $5,000 on shopping? How do you even do that? She told me she wanted a fresh wardrobe. She wanted to get rid of all the clothes she bought last year and replace them with new ones. I don't know what she's talking about. How often does she need to change her clothes in the first place? I'm getting really tired of dealing with her. I think I'll get a divorce. Anyway, look, I don't want to get into this any further. What are you doing today? Do you think that you and I could go out for a drink? That would really put my mind at ease. I just need a really good, enjoyable time with you.
Sorry, Daniel. I know things are tough for you at the moment, but I'm not actually in town right now. I'm away on a trip.
You're on a trip? I'm assuming it's with your boyfriend.
Yeah, it is.
You must really like that guy. Sounds like you're always with him.
Yeah, well, I've been dating him for a long time now. We've been supporting each other forever.
Wow, that's something special that you have there. I wish I could share the same thing with my wife. I have to be honest, Millie, it really hurts me that you're already taken. Here I am, about to get a divorce, and I'm gonna be on my own. At least you have a partner. Don't blame me if I get a little jealous of that. Hey, Millie, excuse me if I'm being a bit too suspicious here, but are you avoiding me lately?
What was that?
Have you been avoiding me? I can't help but notice this weird atmosphere about you. You don't talk to me? You don't look me in the eye? I mean, I'm your boss, right? You should give me the basic courtesy of your attention every now and then. Now, what's going on? Have I done something to annoy you?
Okay, look, Daniel. I was hoping you wouldn't catch on. I wish this could just fizzle out naturally on its own, but you're right. I have been avoiding you.
What the hell, why? You know we've always gotten along. We've been a power team, just you and I. What could I have possibly done to destroy that dynamic?
Well, look. While I was on the trip with my boyfriend, my phone was buzzing all the time with messages from you. My boyfriend got really curious about it. He wanted to know what was going on.
Sounds like he's the jealous type or something. He was scared that the other guys were hitting you up or something, right?
Yeah, well, the other person that was messaging me was you.
Did you actually show him our messages?
No. He did get suspicious, though. I had nothing to hide. I told him exactly what was going on. It was just you messaging me. Just someone from work.
Right. Well, what does that have to do with you ignoring me?
The fact of the matter is that I told him the situation you're in and how close you and I are. He told me that it would be best if I didn't talk to you anymore.
He said what now? I can't believe this guy. I mean, seriously, are you okay with dating someone like that? That right there is controlling behavior. If that's not a red flag, then I don't know what is. I thought you were smarter than that, Millie. You shouldn't be in this toxic relationship.
No, look, I totally agree with him, to be honest. Even if he didn't tell me, I probably would have done it on my own accord anyway.
Are you serious right now? How could you say something like that, Millie?
Look, Daniel, you're a married man. I've got a boyfriend. What's going on between us right now isn't exactly appropriate. I can tell that you're really eager about me, but we should put a stop to that immediately. Let's keep this as business.
But are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm about to get a divorce from this woman. There's no way I could stay with her forever. All you have to do is break up with that guy.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to do that. I like this guy a lot. I'm not going to sacrifice our relationship.
I could give you so much more. I'm the head of the department. I am confident that I'm way richer than that guy. And what about the bond that you and I have, Millie? Doesn't that mean anything at all?
I'd rather just keep this as a professional working relationship, to be honest.
Just wow. You really amaze me, you know that? I mean, you're seriously gonna stick around with a loser like that? You should be smart enough to know where this leads, Millie. First, he starts controlling you in this way, and then he starts being more abusive. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if he laid a hand on you at some point. If you have any brain cells in that thick head of yours, you'd get out of this relationship right now. You'd leave him and come out to dinner with me. What the hell is going on today, Millie? That was totally unlike you. I can't believe you would make a mistake like that. Do you know how much this is going to cost the company?
I'm really sorry about what happened today, Daniel. I swear I had the file on my computer. I don't know where it's gone. I would never lose something like that, but I guess I was clumsy. I'm really sorry about that.
Well, just saying sorry is not gonna cut it. I need you to show me some action, okay?
I'll work harder tomorrow.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you coming to see me.
What did you just say?
I'm in the Fairfield Hotel, room number 408. You come here and make the best apology you have ever given.
What do you mean right now?
Oh, you know exactly what I mean. This is a matter between adults. Well, it's almost 11 and you still haven't come here. Millie, do you want to lose your job that badly?
Hey, Daniel, look, I'm on my way. I'm so sorry. And there's something I want to say.
Yes?
I love you.
What did you just say?
Look, I'm in a relationship and I've just been trying to do the right thing, but I have to be true to how I feel. The fact is, you've been on my mind even though I'm in a relationship right now. I figured if we're going to do this, you should actually know how I feel.
I knew it. I knew something like that was happening. It's about time you were honest with yourself. It's fine. Don't feel guilty about it. I feel the same way about you.
Can I ask you just one question though, Daniel?
Of course.
You didn't happen to move that file off my computer, did you?
Well,
Please be honest with me.
okay, fine. I might have done that so that you would come out here, but it doesn't matter right now, does it? We both have feelings for each other.
That's right. And you still have that file on you, right?
Yeah, it's on a storage device here at the hotel. Don't worry about that though. Let's just focus on having a good time.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so nervous. I can't wait to do this with you, Daniel. I've been dreaming about this for a long time.
You little evil witch, how dare you? How dare you do something like this? Do you think that this is funny or something? How could you deceive me like this? Do you have any idea what's gonna happen to me now that the company president knows what I've been up to?
Of course I do. And I haven't deceived you at all, Daniel. I said I'd be coming, but I didn't say I'd be coming alone, did I?
I'm gonna lose my job over this. Don't you care? I'm an integral part of this company. You hear me? Integral.
Whatever you say. I have a feeling things are going to be just fine without you. I know for me personally, I'm going to get the job done a lot better without you harassing me.
You.
With Daniel out of the picture, someone had to step up to the job. And that person was me. He used to be a really good leader, but ever since he got obsessed with me, the quality of work was going down. All he cared about was trying to find any opportunity to talk with me without actually focusing on the job at hand. Many of the other people felt this as well. With me at the helm, I want to bring the work back to the way it used to be. And not only that, but make it better than ever. As for what happened to Daniel, after he lost his job, he was thinking about getting a divorce from his wife, but she ended up getting it first. Turns out he was a loser that didn't care about his family at all. He used all his money on night services and didn't have any left over to send his child to a good school. His wife was fed up with his behavior. She managed to take his house and is demanding child support from him. I hear he's working some part-time job, barely getting by. Out of the blue, he tried to message me a bunch of times. He was asking me to send him photos of myself and even asked what color panties I was wearing. I can't believe that creep. I blocked him instantly and haven't heard from him since. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.